And this is my home architecture setup working remotely as a part 1 architectural assistant. Good morning, ladies and gents. It's a new Monday, it's a new day, it's a new week. Let's go.
We're gonna take a trip right now. Like we always do about this time.
Okay, so if you guys didn't know, I'm now a part 1 architectural assistant, working remotely, working from home. I'm meant to be located in London, but obviously the current situation with the coronavirus, I'm still at home. I'm obviously staying safe, kind of staying away from people, which is probably the best thing to do right now. Today is Monday, which means we've got to start off the week on a positive note, and that is always with picking up this notebook. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. To-do list, set up the week, visualize exactly what you want to get done for the week, and this is my way of setting up a fantastic start to the week. And now that I'm working 9 till 5:30, I kind of have to plan out my week kind of quite strategically to be able to film these videos either before work or after work, and then obviously get the videos out edited. And I've also got quite a lot of things going on at the moment. So that to-do list kind of sets me up really nicely for the week to begin to start planning around working. Okay, the guys over at Sprouse, I really hope I've pronounced that correctly, actually reached out to me, and I had a look on their profile, and they actually make architecture t-shirts with kind of iconic buildings on the t-shirts. I thought it was quite interesting, so they reached out to me asking to send these out to me, and here we are. Shout out to Sprouse, or Sprouse, I think it's Sprouse, for sending these out. I genuinely think I have an addiction. Back in the old days, back with the old Thomas Rowntree vlogs, I would have definitely titled this video, I have an addiction, or opening up about my addiction. And that addiction is Nando's, baby. I generally think Nando's chicken is the best chicken you could possibly get. So as you can tell, my days are currently consisting of waking up in the morning, having a coffee, working from 9 till 5:30. Then usually after work I'm feeling like so drained, so tired, that I literally just don't want to do anything for the evening. But I try really hard to go out for a walk straight after work, try and get some steps in. I usually try and aim for about an hour walk outside of work. I then try and go to the gym if I'm feeling up for it, but a lot of the time I'm not, and all I want to do is just sit down and watch a couple of films. So the kind of routine and the lifestyle is obviously a little bit different from working at university. Usually when you're at university, you can kind of pick and choose what time you want to do your work, and whether you want to work late at night and can have a bit of a lie in the morning, whether you want to kind of do it in bulks. But realistically, when you are working in a full-time job, you are kind of set between those times. So I'm currently trying to adapt to the kind of different environment and different kind of routine and everything. Okay people, we've got a delivery, another one. This is a good one, this is a big one. So BenQ have actually sent me out some exciting packages that I've been waiting for a while, so I'm really excited that they have finally arrived. I think these would be useful equipment for you guys as well, so that's why I wanted to do an unboxing and a review on this channel for you guys. So let's do it. So here we have 2 items. We've got a screen bar light, and we've got an e-reading lamp from BenQ. So essentially this is kind of like the baby brother of this big boy, and I'm going to be opening these up now, and I'm going to give you a review, a very honest review. Let's do it. So as we open up, we have inside nice neat packaging, 3 pieces. So we've got the bar itself, nice and sleek. We've got this thing which I'm assuming clamps on to the top of a monitor, and then we've also got cables. So basically this here is for a monitor or like a TV screen, I guess, like what I've got, and then this one is actually for your laptop. So these are actually kind of like reading lamps. They're meant to kind of reduce glare on the screen and help you kind of read at night, rather than having kind of like a big light on. So they kind of be like more focused, kind of lighting up the area around you, and that's the idea. So we're going to test it out tonight. Yeah, it's neat. It's neat. Fast forward a couple of days after using the screen bar and the screen bar light. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed. I've had this on this whole week, so it's super easy to use. You can turn it up, you can turn it down, you can change the temperature. Beautiful. I actually like having like a well-lit space. And then with the laptop one, clamp it onto there, plug it in, bingo. And then if you wanna read something that's a little bit dark and you can't really quite read it, bang, turn that on, beautiful. Turn this up, rotate this down, light up the space, temperature, up, down. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed with both of them. I personally would use this more because it's kind of just out of the way and I kind of don't have to think about it, whereas this does kind of cover up the screen a little bit and it kind of gets in the way a little bit. So shout out to BenQ for sending those out to me. A very useful piece of equipment, so thank you. Okay, so now that we've unboxed my new items to the setup, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to sit down and kind of talk through my remote working setup, working as a Part 1 architectural assistant. And obviously it's slightly different to working in university. The type of work that I'm doing is obviously slightly different. So I've adjusted my home setup to be a little bit more professional and kind of like an environment where I feel most comfortable working as a Part 1 architect, as an architectural assistant. So as you can see, I've rotated my desk. Previously at university, I had my desk kind of in this corner here with the kitchen behind me, but I've rotated the desk so that I've got this white background behind me, which would be perfect for the podcast. So it's kind of easy to set things up and you can get the lighting a little bit better with the white background behind me, so that within meetings and having calls and kind of conferences and stuff, it's a little bit more of a professional environment having this behind me rather than kind of kitchen and people walking behind me. So I've rotated this round so that I feel a little bit more professional in the corner of my kitchen. The next thing you can see, we've got 2 monitors. I did previously have this at university, but this has become really, really important and kind of crucial for my working as a Part 1 architecture assistant, because this is just really useful for if you're kind of doing some work on your laptop but you need to speak to someone on Teams, you can kind of look at it on the right hand side or the left hand side. Or if you're kind of looking and comparing drawings, you can look at it very easily. It's a lot more kind of quick and efficient at looking at things and kind of getting through work. So I'd highly advise you guys to get an extra screen if you are kind of working from home as a creative. As you can see behind me, we have some green. And as we know, green in an office is absolutely fantastic and makes you kind of feel a little bit more outdoorsy. And I think there's actually scientific proof that having green in your house makes you feel happier. Interesting. So really my setup isn't too dissimilar to my university setup, and that is because I didn't really want to change too much of my environment, and because I felt so kind of productive and motivated during my university time. I wanted to be able to kind of maintain that creativity so that when I finish work I can continue to make podcasts, I can continue to film and edit within an environment where I feel comfortable. I'm really, really lucky to be able to have this kind of big space in my kitchen to be able to kind of keep my head down and work really hard, and I'm super grateful for that. And that is going to be a wrap on today's video. Oscar, you got anything to say? Make sure you hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time. Peace.